Welcome to the world in your hand. Part 1. Ancient China. Qin Shi Huang, the emperor who built the Great Wall and pursued immortality. China, a brilliant ancient civilization that has flourished for thousands of years, from the earliest tribes along the Yellow River to mighty empires recorded in the annals of history. And among the flow of time, one figure stands out, praised as the first emperor, yet cursed as a ruthless autocrat, Qin Shi Huang. He unified China and laid the foundation for an empire that would endure for millennia. But he was haunted by death and did everything he could to live forever. China before the Qin period. Before the China we know today, this vast land was fractured into hundreds of small states called vassal kingdoms. For centuries, these kingdoms fought in endless wars, marking an era known as the Spring and Autumn and the Warring States periods. Each had its own king, its own laws, its own script. There was no supreme ruler, no concept of unification. It was a world steeped in chaos and bloodshed, until a small state named Qin from the distant west began to rise. The rise of Qin. The state of Qin, located on the western edge of the Central Plains, was once dismissed as a barbaric frontier. Yet it became the cradle of a rising power. Under the leadership of Yin Zhang, a young and ambitious king, Qin launched sweeping reforms. It embraced strict legalism, promoted talent regardless of birth, and forged a disciplined, fearsome army. One by one, Qin devoured its rivals, Han, Zhao, Yan, Wei, Chu, and Qi. In 221 BCE, China was unified for the first time in history. Yin Zheng proclaimed himself Emperor Qin Shi Huang, the first sovereign of all under heaven. Three, great reforms and works. Qin Shi Huang not only unified the land, he unified the very spirit of the nation. He standardized the script, currency, and units of measurement, turning chaos into order. A strict legal code was enforced across the realm. Roads were expanded over 6,000 kilometers, bringing distant regions closer than ever. A centralized state of unprecedented strength emerged, a model never before seen in East Asian history. 4. The Great Wall, power symbol. Yet behind the mighty facade of the empire lay constant anxiety. To the north, the Xiongnu nomads posed a relentless threat to the borders. Qin Shi Huang ordered the linking and expansion of ancient walls from former states, forging one massive defensive project, the Great Wall of China, an immortal symbol of imperial might. Hundreds of thousands of laborers, soldiers, and convicts were mobilized. Many perished, and their bodies were buried beneath the stones they laid. Later generations called it the longest cemetery on Earth. But for Qin Shi Huang, it was a barrier between order and chaos. 5. Immortal obsession. Absolute power did not bring peace of mind. Qin Shi Huang grew increasingly terrified of death. He believed himself the son of heaven, divinely ordained, and such a ruler should not perish like ordinary men. He commanded alchemists and mystics to find the elixir of immortality. Legends of mystical islands in the eastern seas where immortals lived forever only deepened his conviction. He dispatched the alchemist Zhu Fu, along with thousands of virgin youths and massive ships, to seek the sacred elixir, but they never returned. Meanwhile, the emperor consumed daily doses of pills crafted by alchemists, containing mercury. Ironically, it may have been this very elixir of life that led to his death. Six. Underground tomb. Unable to achieve immortality through potions, he prepared for another existence beneath the earth. The mausoleum of Qin Shi Huang is one of the greatest engineering feats of the ancient world. Built over nearly 40 years, it created a miniature empire with rivers of mercury, a scaled map of the realm, and an army of over 8,000 terracotta warriors, each with a unique face, as if ready to defend him in the afterlife. To this day, most of the tomb remains unexcavated, as though his dream of eternal life still slumbers underground. 7. Heritage and controversy. Qin Shi Huang, the unifier of China, the first to claim the title of emperor, the man who laid the foundation for a nation spanning millennia. He left behind a vast legacy in administration, warfare, and culture, but also stood as a symbol of harsh, absolute rule. He burned books and buried scholars. He ruled with iron laws and fear. Who was he? A visionary empire builder or a tyrant obsessed with death? The answer lies with history and with us, those who now look back. This is only the beginning of our journey through China, a magnificent civilization full of contradictions, grandeur, and allure. Stay with the world in your hand as we continue in the next episodes. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you won't miss a single stop along the way.